See here, let us take one question. One inclined plane mirror is there with the horizontal. Two incident rays are falling such that virtual object is forming having distance 6 cm. Find the location of image from the mirror. Question is, find the location of image from the mirror. If I take up solution, this is a mirror making 30 degree. Object is here. This is how much? 6 cm. So image will form. If I draw one line which is perpendicular to this mirror, and let's say this distance between these 2 points O and A is x, the image is going to form up another perpendicular line. If I draw this side, it will be covering the same distance x. Image is going to form somewhere here. Got it now? So if I find this part, I am going to get image. So what is this line from this triangle? If I take this is O dash, this point as O dash. From this triangle, this is 90 degree, this is 30 degree. So from this triangle, this is 30, this is 6 cm, and this is how much? We need to find x. So you can say sin 30 degree is equal to x by 6 cm. X by 6 cm. So x is equal to what? 6 cm into sin 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So x is equal to 3 cm. X is equal to 3 cm. So the image form, answer will be how much? 3 cm from the mirror. Got it? 3 cm from the mirror. Very simple problem, but a conceptual one. Now we'll upgrade the loss of reflection. What is that upgrading means? We'll learn loss of reflection in vector form. What is the loss of reflection in vector form? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, we know. Let us study in vector form. So let us take one mirror. Let's say one incident is falling at a point O. When if I take vector means I need to consider direction. The incident ray direction, let us take E1 cap. There will be one normal line. Let us take the direction of this normal line, or the direction which is perpendicular to the mirror. I will take the direction which is perpendicular to the mirror as n cap. N cap is the unit vector acting along the direction perpendicular to the mirror. N cap. E1 cap is the unit vector which is along the direction of incident. If it makes angle theta here, obviously it will reflect back. So the reflected ray has got a new direction E2 cap. Unit vector direction E2 cap. This is for reflected ray, this is for incident ray. Let us say this is theta. Another direction I will take, the direction which is parallel to the plane of the mirror. The direction which is parallel to the plane of the mirror. This line is perpendicular to the plane of the mirror, this line is parallel to the plane of the mirror. So this direction let us take T. Correct? No? We shall take T. Since I can write magnitude of E1, I am taking only unit vector, magnitude of E1 will be equal to magnitude of E2 will be equal to 1. Correct? No? Magnitude of E1 will be equal to magnitude of E2 is equal to 1. This is one thing. Then what happens here? We have to write. What happens here? We have to write. See here, I will resolve two components of E1 here. I will resolve two components of E1 direction here. One is parallel to plane of the mirror, one is perpendicular to plane of the mirror. So this is for incident ray. If this angle is theta, I can consider this angle also will be theta. Yes or no? If this angle is theta, this will become 1 cos theta. This will become 1 sin theta. Magnitude along downward is 1 cos theta. Magnitude along parallel to the mirror is 1 sin. Same thing is being applied. I will resolve this reflected ray. It will not be downward now. It will be upward. Correct na? It will be upward. Let us take one ray will be like this. Another ray will be like this. If this is theta, this angle also will be theta. Correct na? I am resolving this into two components. One is up like this. This is theta. This angle also will be theta. If this angle is theta, this is E2 cap. This will become what? 1 cos theta. Correct na? This will become what? 1 cos theta. This will become 1 sin theta. The direction of electric field reflected ray along this plane of the mirror is 1 sin theta magnitude, not direction, magnitude. Along this direction is 1 cos theta. So I can write E1 cap. I can write E1 cap as, what is this? 1 sin theta is the magnitude along T cap plus 1 cos theta minus n cap. So this will become sin theta T cap minus cos theta n cap. Correct na? In the same manner E2 cap if I write. What is E2 cap? E2 cap along this direction is sin theta. So 1 sin theta. Let us keep 1 here better. So 1 sin theta along this direction. What is the direction? T cap. T cap plus 1 cos theta. Correct na? So this is equation 1. This is equation 2. What is my ultimate target? I am finding the relation between the direction of reflected ray and incident ray. What is now from equation 1 and 2? I can write E2 vector minus E1 vector. What I will get? Let us see. E2 minus E1 vector. If I just minus them, what are the things we are going to get? You are going to get E2 sin t cap are going to get cancelled. Here this will become plus. So you will get 2 cos theta. 2 cos theta. Or E2 cap is equal to E1 cap will be equal to E1 cap plus 2 cos theta. What it is? Remember this. This is one format where theta is the angle between incident ray and reflected. Incident ray and normal, not reflected. Correct? No? Let us keep this equation as 3. I hope you have understood till here. Correct? No? I hope you have understood till here. So we have calculated E2 cap. We got what? E1 cap. Correct now? E1 cap plus 2 cos theta n cap. This is what I have written. Correct now? 2 cos theta n cap. Now let me try to find what is the value of cos theta in terms of other unit vectors. What are another unit vectors means? I will try to find cos theta in terms of normal direction as well as the direction of incident. So from dot product E1 dot n cap. E1 dot n cap. When I write E1 dot n cap, I will make another diagram. This is n cap, and here, if I extend this line, this is E1 cap. Look at this angle. If I see this is the angle between incident ray and normal direction. So what is this angle? This complete angle is pi. This is theta. Pi minus theta will give you this angle. Correct now? So this angle is pi minus theta. So why I am doing that? Dot product of E1 dot n will give me what? Magnitude, both magnitudes are 1 into cos theta. This is the cos theta, not cos theta, cos of pi minus theta. Cos of pi minus theta. Because the angle between the two vectors is how much? Pi minus theta. So I can write E1 dot n will be equal to what? Minus cos theta. Because cos pi minus theta is minus cos theta. Got it now? It is minus cos theta. So let us keep this equation as 4. What is equation 3? This is equation 3. Got it now? What is equation 4? This is equation 4. So I can substitute the value of cos theta here. If I substitute the value of cos theta, what it will become? E2 vector will become E1 vector minus what is that? 2 into magnitude of E dot n cap having direction n cap. See here, E dot n is the magnitude value. It is the magnitude value. What is the direction of this magnitude value? N cap. That means if you look at the reflected ray, it will be as like E1 only, but what is changing here? The component, the direction of the incident ray which is parallel to n cap is going to change. That is what the result is. This E2 is nothing but direction is the same as E1 only, but which component is changing? N cap component changes after reflection. Are you understanding this? That is why this term has come. N cap component is going to change. Got it now? If I will take the numericals on this, you will understand it more. So we have learned about laws of reflection in vector form. So I am taking problems on that, how the problems will be asked. You can little bit have an idea on that. See, one problem I am taking, there is a mirror. This mirror is lying in the YZ plane. You can imagine. The normal which is, if I draw normal to this mirror, it is acting along x-axis. So the unit vector along the normal line of this plane mirror is what? I cap. In this one, incident ray is getting incident on the mirror, having unit vector how much? 1 by 3 I cap plus 1 by 3 j cap plus 1 by 3 k cap. What is the question is, find the unit vector along the reflected ray. What is the reflected ray it is going to form? From laws of reflection, we have learned what? Previously, laws of reflection we have learned reflected ray can be written as E1 cap minus 2 into E1 cap dot n cap dot not dot which is having the direction n cap. This is one magnitude value which has got direction along n cap. Got it? So I believe you have studied vector chapter, you might understand this unit vector. Now see here, in place of n cap I am going to write here I cap. In place of E1 I am going to write the given data. So I can write according to the diagram the unit vector along the reflected ray will be I cap. What is that I cap? 1 by root 3 I cap plus, sorry, even cap. What is that even cap? 1 by 3 root I cap plus 1 by 3 root j cap plus 1 by 3 root k cap minus 2 into. See here, this is E cap. Let me keep as it is. Dot. What is this? I cap along direction I. Now I dot E1. What is E1? 1 by 3 I cap plus 1 by 3 j cap, 1 by 3 j cap. If I apply distributive law on this, it will become I dot I, j dot I, k dot I. So j dot I, k dot I becomes cancel. So because E1 is this value, I can write this value as E2 cap will be equal to 1 by 3 I cap plus 1 by 3 j cap plus 1 by 3 k cap. This I dot into I will become 1. So the direction, this will be 2 into 1 by 3 along I cap. J dot I is 0, k dot I is 0. So this will become 0. Only remaining will be 1 by 3. So E2. This is which sign? Negative sign. So minus 2 by root 3 I cap plus 1 by root 3 I cap. What it will be? Minus 1 by root 3 I cap plus 1 by root 3 j cap plus 1 by root 3 k cap. This is the reflected ray which it is going to change. From which value? What is the difference between these two? If you ask me, the difference between these two is, look at this I cap values. Here in this case I cap was along normal. That means only the normal component of the plane mirror is changing here. Yes or no? The normal component of the incident ray, normal to whom? Plane mirror. After reflection, 1 by 3 I cap became minus 1 by 3. Are you understanding? Because this is I cap, only this component is getting, the ray is coming like this and it will be moving like this. Such that only the component I component is going to reverse its direction, other things remain same. This you have to keep it in mind. What is that? This you need to keep it in your mind. We are going to take another question. Plane mirror placed on YZ and XZ plane. An incident on the first mirror this is mentioning to YZ plane. Even direction of incident ray is given by 1 by root 3 I cap, 1 by root 3 j cap, 1 by root 3 k cap. Find the unit vector in the direction of emergence ray after successive reflections through the mirrors. So let us first construct how the mirrors are being placed according to the question. Let me write solution. Let me make a diagram. Let's say this is Y, this is X, and this is Z. This is a 3D diagram. Correct now? A mirror placed on YZ plane. This is YZ plane. Am I right? This is YZ plane. So I am drawing one YZ plane mirror. What is that? This is one YZ plane. Then there is another mirror. What is that? XZ plane. This is X, this is Z. So obviously there is one XZ plane. There is another plane. Now think that, what is the question? One incident ray, imagine that one incident ray is falling here at point A, again it will reflect here at point B. Correct now? Find the unit vector direction of emergence after successive reflections through the mirrors. Think that it will go somewhere here. I don't know. Somewhere here, somewhere it will go. This is a point of contact at point B, point A. This is what? YZ plane. This is XZ. According to the given question, I am imagining the things. Let us take this is I cap. This direction is E2 and this direction is E3. So find the unit vector in the direction of emergence ray after successive reflection. So I have taken incident ray as direction as E1. After first reflection through YZ, E2 is the direction of the ray, which is first reflected ray. After that, this will act as an incident ray to the XZ mirror. So after XZ mirror, again it will get reflected back. This is the emergence ray, the direction of emergence ray, which we are going to find it. Correct? I must calculate E cap 3. So let us calculate that. I am going to run the question. Here, what is E1 cap? E1 cap is 1 by root 3 I cap, 1 by root 3 J cap, 1 by root 3 K cap. Got it? Huh? This is E1. After reflection on reflection through, what is that? YZ mirror. YZ plane mirror. On reflection through YZ plane mirror. What is going to happen? See here, one more thing. Here, what is this component? I cap component. What is this component? J cap component. What is this component? K cap component. Now look at this mirror. If I draw normal to YZ, it is in the plane of I cap. Yes or no? It is in the plane of I cap. This is the normal line. So this is the incident ray, angle of reflection, angle of incidence, angle of reflection. So I can write here, this formula will change. What it is going to change if I calculate angle of reflected from E2 cap minus 2 into, correct now? From this formula, if I apply directly, see here, incident ray, which component is changing? According to the last problem, I cap component is changing. Correct now? I cap initially was like this, now it became like this. So which component is going to change after reflection? After reflection, one component is going to change, which is normal to the plane of the mirror. Here normal to the plane of the mirror is I cap. So the incident ray, which component is going to change? I cap component is going to change. So E2 will become what? Minus root 3 I cap. According to the previous problem, directly I am taking. This is going to be like this. According to the previous problem. I have calculated from previous problem what will be the case. So this will be the case. Second, on reflection through XZ plane. On reflection through XZ plane. In XZ plane, what is the incident ray? This will be the incident ray. This is the direction of incident ray. So when this is the direction of incident ray, minus 1 by 3, see here, if you draw one normal line, this normal line is along J cap. So to the plane of mirror XZ, perpendicular line is J cap. This is what? J cap. Yes or no? This is the normal line. So this is the normal line. This will be J cap. Correct? So J cap component, when the ray of light comes and reflects here and so get incident here and reflected back along XZ axis, which component of the ray is going to change? Along J cap component is going to change. So I can write this. This is the incident ray. So E3 will become minus 1 by root 3. I cap is not going to change, but j cap is going to change. It will become minus 1 by root 3 j cap plus 1 by root 3 k cap. This will be the answer for the unit vector along emergence ray after two successive reflections. Got it now? After two successive reflections. Okay, one more question. Prove that a light beam reflected from tree. This is one of the property you can understand. A light beam reflected from three's mutually perpendicular plane mirror in succession reverses its direction. What do you mean by this means? Let us take solution. Let me take three axes. This is y, this is x, and this is z. If I take three axes, let us take three mutually perpendicular plane mirrors. Mutually perpendicular, anything I can take. Let me take, this is one perpendicular mirror, this is one perpendicular mirror, then this is one perpendicular. What is that? Three mutually perpendicular mirrors. Now what is the content which it is saying is, suppose one incident ray having E cap direction, E1 cap, let's say E1 cap, having direction, incident on a particular plane mirror. Let's say it will incident here, then it will incident here, then it will incident here on the third mirror, and 100% it will reverses its direction. That is what he is trying to tell. Correct? Now this will be E2 cap. Yes or no? This will be E2 cap. This will be, let us take E3 cap, and this will be E4 cap. Correct now? This will be E4 cap. So what is E2 cap? Let us take, this is point A, B, this is point C. Point A is the point of light ray which is incidenting on this mirror. Point B is the incident ray which is perpendicular to this mirror, incidenting on this mirror. Point C is another point on the plane mirror which is perpendicular to these two mirrors. Correct now? Where E3 is the direction of incident ray which is entering into the third mirror like this. After that it will reverse back. Let us take the reversal back ray as E4. What he is asking is E1 must be, according to the question, E4 must be equal to minus E1. This one we have to. E4 must be equal to minus E1 because this is E1 means E4 must be minus E1. It has to reverse its direction. So our target, let us take very simple things. What is that? If I take this diagram, this is which type of plane mirror? This is along YZ. Its normal vector will be along x-axis. Correct now? If I take this mirror, it is XY mirror. If I take this plane is XZ plane. Correct now? So if I take like this, let's say XY plane, normal vector. What is the normal for XY plane? If I take, this is K cap, this is J cap, and this is I cap. See here. For normal plane, XY plane, this is XY plane. What is the normal direction? It is along Z axis. So for XY plane, what is the normal line? Normal unit vector will be K cap. Correct now? And for YZ plane, if you take for YZ plane mirror, what is the normal line? For YZ plane is, this is the normal line which is I cap. Correct now? So the normal will be I cap. If I take YZ plane, XZ plane, if I take XZ plane, the normal line which I will be taking is, what is that? The normal line is what? Along y-axis. That will become j. This is a normal unit vector. I am talking about normal unit. What is the for xy plane? What is the normal unit vector? This is the plane. For yz, j cap. Sorry, I cap. I cap for yz, k cap for xy, j cap for xz. Keep remembering this. If I rub this question right now, let me solve this now. The solution I have started. Let me solve this. These are the things which I have to assume. Let even, what is that? I will write, let E1 cap be A I cap plus B J cap plus C K cap. Yes or no? If I take like this, so solution I am making. Let us take this one. After reflection along xy plane, what is going to happen? After reflection along xy plane, what is going to happen? After reflection through xy plane, what will happen? This equation. Let us take E1 is entering like this. First it is going to hit xy plane. Which component is changing? Normal component is which one? K cap. So K cap will become minus C cap. So after reflection through xy plane, E2 will become what? A I cap plus B J cap minus C K cap. Why C K cap? What is the normal component normal to the plane of this mirror? That is K cap. Correct? After reflection, this is a reflection I have to write. Reflection through xy plane. Reflection through after xy, what is that? YZ plane. After reflection through YZ plane, this is the incident ray for YZ plane. It becomes what? E2 is equal to, what is the normal line for YZ plane? This is I cap. So I cap component is the only component which is going to change. See, this will become minus A cap plus J cap minus C cap. Correct? Next, what is that another component we have? After this E2, this is E3. So after reflection through E2, this is the reflected ray for this mirror and incident ray for this mirror. So after this, what will happen? Sorry, this will become not E2, E3. This is E3 reflected after YZ plane. After YZ plane, this is E3. This is E2 after XY plane. Then E3 will get reflected there. It goes to the E4. Reflected there will be E4 cap. So after reflection through XZ plane, what will be the value of E4 cap? This is the incident ray minus EA cap. What is the component which it is changing here? See, the normal line is J. So the normal line to this mirror is J. J component is the only component which is changing. So minus A cap, minus B J cap, minus C cap. This is the emergent ray, which is nothing but minus of A I cap plus B J cap plus C K cap. What is this A I cap plus B J cap plus C K cap? It is nothing but E I cap. Correct? So which will be equal to what? Which will be equal to minus E1 cap. This is the problem. So you can try in your home. You go to the three corners, you put one ball, you throw one ball in such a manner in the diagonal corner of the wall. It has to hit to three surfaces. If it hits to three surfaces, X, Y, Z, it will reverse back with the same direction. You can experiment from the practically by throwing one ball to the corner of the room. Are you understanding this? Okay, guys. Okay, guys. velocity of object and image in plane wave. We will be discussing relation between velocity of an object and image in plane mirror. What in plane. So let us consider one mirror here. I will put the coordinate system to this mirror. Let's say this is origin, this is y-axis, this is along x-axis. Got it? This is along y-axis, this is along x-axis. Let us take one object here. If I take one object here, extended object I will take. Extended object. If I take one extended object, this is origin I have taken. This is M. Let us take M. This is object. If I take this is XOM, the image of this object will be somewhere here. So this distance will become XIM. If I take directions, this will become minus XOM, this will become XOM. If you are measuring along y-axis, YOM with respect to mirror will be equal to YIM. Correct? No? Now what I am trying to tell you, what is XOM means distance of the object X with respect to mirror, distance of the image with respect to mirror is nothing but these two variables. So I can write here. So XIM will be equal to minus XOM. I can write YOM is equal to YIM. Along y-axis there is nothing changed. If this is YOM, this will become YIM. Correct? If this is YOM, this is going to become YIM. So their height is never going to change. The position remains same along y-axis upward. But this x-axis initially towards negative, then it became positive, so there will be a change in the sign. Correct? If there is a change in the sign along z also, there will be no change. Along z-axis, the distance of the image object with respect to mirror will be equal to the distance of the image with respect to mirror along z-axis. Correct? This is also possible. Now if I differentiate them, with respect to t, what happens to this equation? This will become VIM. Correct now? VIM will be equal to minus VOM. Yes or no? This will become this velocity of image along x-axis. This is velocity of image along x-axis. Same thing happens here. YOM, if I do, velocity of image along y-axis will be equal to velocity of image with respect to mirror. With respect to mirror along y-axis will be equal to velocity of object with respect to mirror along y-axis. Same thing happens for z. Velocity of image with respect to z-axis will be equal to velocity of image with respect to velocity of object with respect to z-axis. Are you understanding? If VIM is the velocity of image with respect to mirror, correct na? And if VOM, velocity of image, velocity of object with respect to mirror, then I can write what? Let me rub here and tell you. If I rub here and I tell you, then I can write VIM is nothing but VIG minus VOG. Sorry, VMG. What is VIG? Velocity of image with respect to ground minus velocity of mirror with respect to ground. VOM can be written as VOG minus VMG. VOG is the velocity of an object with respect to ground minus velocity of mirror with respect to ground. Correct? No? Now see here. I can write again along x-axis. Along x-axis, what was the result? VIM was equal to minus VOM along x-axis. So it becomes VI minus VM will be equal to minus of VO minus VM. Yes or no? This will become. You remember this? You remember this? In the same manner, here what happens? I can write velocity of an object, velocity of an image, velocity of an image can be written as 2 times of velocity of mirror minus velocity of object. This is one way of writing. Correct? No? Or you can write velocity of an object, velocity of an object can be written as, velocity of a mirror can be written as velocity of image plus velocity of object whole divided by 2. This is also a possibility. So you have to remember these two forms. This happens along where? Along x-axis. This happens along x-axis. Got it now? This happens along x-axis. Now let us take along y-axis. If I take along y-axis, let me rub this. Let us take along y-axis. Along y-axis, velocity of image was equal to, with respect to mirror, was velocity of object with respect to mirror. So here only VI minus VM will be equal to VO minus VM. So VM gets cancelled. Along y-axis, velocity of object image will be equal to velocity of object. So in this case, only along x-axis some different result is going to come. This is along y-axis. So along y-axis, even though mirror is moving with particular velocity, the velocity of mirror will not affect the velocity of image. Velocity of image only depend on velocity of object in the y-axis. Got it now? If I go for z-axis, let us take for z-axis. If I take for z-axis, along z-axis, what is going to happen? Along z-axis, VIM was equal to VOM, here also same thing. So VIA will be equal to VO, here also same thing. This happens along z-axis, along x-axis and along z-axis, both are remaining same. So we will try to solve some numericals on this. You will understand the concept of velocity of image with respect to plane mirror. These are, when I write VI and VO, these are the velocity of image and object with respect to ground. Are you understanding? These are the values with respect to ground. Let us take some numericals. Then one example I am going to take. One mirror is there. The mirror is moving along this direction, which makes 30 degree along horizontal with 5 meter per second. And one object is there with horizontal with 60 degree. It is moving along this direction. Correct? This is moving along negative x-axis. This is moving along positive x-axis. This is y and x-axis. Correct? Find the velocity of image. When I ask find the velocity of image, generally I will be finding the velocity of image with respect to ground. I will be finding the velocity of image with respect to ground. So along x-axis, if I take solution along x-axis, before that let me write given data. Given data are velocity of mirror. Velocity of mirror is how much? 5 meter per second. 5 meter per second. Velocity of object is how much? 10 meter per second. Correct? Now, if I resolve this into two components, this is 5 meter per second with 30 degree. If I resolve this into this y component and x component, same thing for the velocity of object. This is for mirror. For object also same thing I will do. I will resolve the velocity of object. I will resolve the velocity of an object into two components. One is along x-axis, another one is along y-axis. Correct? So here look at this. Now along x-axis let us deal. Along x-axis if you take, along x-axis what is the velocity of an object? Velocity of an object along x-axis will be 10 into cos of 60 degree. 10 into cos of 60 degree. So how much it will be? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So this will become 5 meter per second. This is 5 meter per second along I cap. 5 meter per second along I cap. If you take the value of velocity of mirror along x-axis, velocity of mirror along x-axis will be equal to how much? 5 into cos 30 degree. 5 cos 30. What is the value of cos 30? Root 3 by 2. So it will become 5 root 3 by 2 meter per second. What is the direction? Minus I cap. The direction is minus. So velocity of image is given by velocity of mirror minus velocity of object in the case of x-axis. So what is the velocity of mirror along x-axis? This will be the case. So 2 into 5 root 3 by 2. 5 into root 3 by 2 along minus I cap. Along minus I cap plus minus velocity of object is how much? Minus 5 I cap. So velocity of image along x-axis will be how much? 2 gets cancelled. This will become minus. So if I take minus 5 common, what is the remaining? 1 plus root 3 I. So this is the velocity of image along x-axis. If you take minus 3 common, minus 5 common, what is remaining? 1 plus root 3. This is the velocity of image along x-axis. What is it? If you try to find velocity of image along y-axis, let us find for y-axis. Along y-axis, if you take, what is going to happen? See here, along y-axis, velocity of image is equal to velocity of object. That's it. What is the velocity of object along y-axis? What is the velocity of object along y-axis? Velocity of object along y-axis is how much? 10 into cos of sin 60. 10 into sin 60. What is sin 60? What is sin 60? Root 3 by 2. So velocity of image will be equal to 10 into root 3 by 2. 2 1 ja, 2 5 ja. So I can can write after rubbing this, I can write velocity of image along y-axis will be 5 root through along j cap. 5 root through 5 root 3 along j cap. Correct now? So this is the image along y-axis. This is the image velocity of image along x-axis. Very simple. What is done? Very simple. We'll take one more question. What is the question is very simple. One mirror is there. One person is running towards mirror. One person is running towards mirror with 2 meter per second. With 2 meter per second. Here velocity of mirror is at 6 to 1, which is at rest. What is the question is? What is the speed of image with respect to him? Him means who? Who is in the diagram? This person. The person is moving with 2 meter per second. What is the speed of image with respect to him? That is the question. What is that? Very nice question it is. So see here. All of the situation is along x-axis, so we will find only along x-axis. There is no motion if I take this is y, this is x. So only the motion is along x-axis. So I will be talking about only along x-axis. So along x-axis, what is the velocity of an object? 2 meters. What is the velocity of mirror? 0. We need to find velocity of image. Correct now? We need to find velocity of image. We know that velocity of image with respect to ground is giving. With respect to ground, it will become 2Vm minus V0, which will become minus V0. What is the velocity of image? Minus V0 means it is minus 2 meter per second. So this is the velocity of image with respect to ground. I must find what is the velocity of image with respect to object. This is the question. What is the velocity of image with respect to object? Velocity of image minus velocity of object. So what is the velocity of image? That is minus 2 meter per second. What is the velocity of an object? It is 2 meter per second. So velocity of an image with respect to object will become minus 4 meters. This is the answer. Very simple question. Nothing complication. Okay guys, another question. Think that an object is at rest. Mirror is moving forward. You have to find if the mirror is moved 10 centimeter away from the object, find the distance. Find the distance by which the image will move. Find the distance by which image will move. So one object is there. If I move this mirror, by what distance the image is going to? What is the displacement of the image which is moving? We can calculate it very easy. Correct? Huh? We know that xim is equal to minus of xom. xim is equal to minus of xom. xi minus xm will be equal to minus of xo minus xm. Correct? No? So xi can be written as what is that? 2xm minus xo. What I need to find? Find the distance by which image will move. If I can write like this, still I can write delta xi is equal to 2 into delta xm minus delta x naught. Correct? I can write it. So what is this? This is a change in the position of the image, change in position of mirror, change in position of object. In the given question, delta x naught is equal to 0. In the given question, delta x naught is equal to 0. What is the change in xm here? Change in xm is how much? How much is it? Where it is? If the image mirror is moved by 10 centimeter, so delta x is 0, delta xm will be equal to 10 centimeter. So I can write delta xi will be equal to 2 into 10 centimeter. So delta xi will be equal to 20 centimeter. What is that? Very simple concept. Very simple. We'll take another. You can check this. We are going to take another. What is that? Let us take one smooth surface. Upon this smooth surface, let us take one object having mass m. This upon this one mirror is there, point A. Here I am placing one object. Here also one block is there having m. Here also mirror C is there. Mirror A, mirror C is there. What is it? Now this is attached with pulley. Here also this is attached with one pulley. Swing. Now this will go down. Correct? Again this is attached with one. This is attached with one. Mass 3m. Downward. It is also attached with one mass 2m. Downward. This surface is smooth surface. Surface is smooth. Now question is very simple. What I am going to ask is, this is one mirror A, this is mirror C. Find the acceleration of the two images. Two images formed on those two reflecting surfaces. With respect to each other. So two blocks are there. Smooth surface, due to the weight, they are falling down. So once they are falling down, there is one mirror placed. Here also mirror placed. One object is kept stationary. You have to find the acceleration of two images. Acceleration of two images formed on those reflecting surfaces with respect to each other. Got it now? What is the acceleration of the images? So one thing we can find, we can find the acceleration of this block. When I find the acceleration of this block, I will get the acceleration of this mirror. Acceleration of this object is at rest. When I find the acceleration of this block C, I will get acceleration of this C mirror. So my target is to find A, C. So here I can say, if I apply free body diagram, Let us take here tension as T1, here tension as T2. So if I draw a block, let us take solution. If I draw a block, this is 3m, upward is 1 minute guys. If I take a block, this is 3m. If this is 3m, downward acting will be 3mg, upward will be T1, upward is Tm. So the net acceleration acting downward will be how much? A. So the acceleration of the mirror A, I can write 3mg minus 3mg. Another diagram. Take this diagram. This is M having mirror here. This is having the T1 tension. So the net acceleration will be A. So from these two equations I can write 3mg minus T1 is equal to 3m into A. Another one equation I can write T1 is equal to m into acceleration of A. So acceleration of mirror A will be how much? See here T1 is m into A. So it will go here, it will become 4. mg get cancels. It becomes 3g by 4. It becomes what? 3g by 4. This is the acceleration of the mirror A. How much? 3g by 4 meter per second square. 3g by 4 meter per second. Let us calculate for the second case. Look at here. There is one block. Let us take tension T2. I have said 2mg is acting downward. T2 is acting upward. The net acceleration is AC, which is acting downward. If you take this diagram, free body diagram, for this m is here. What is that? T is acting, T2 is acting like this. T2 is acting like this. Block is having acceleration AC. From this again I can make two equations. 2mg minus T2 will be equal to how much? 2mac. 2mac. Correct now? Again same thing. What is that? From this equation I can write T2 is equal to m into AC. So here AC will become what? Acceleration of the mirror which is coming in this direction. MAC you substitute here, it will become plus here. You will get 2 by 3G. 2 by 3. I didn't write here 2mg. Now I am writing 2m only. I written 2mg. So AC will be equal to 2 by 3G. Are you getting that? So once I know the acceleration, once I know the acceleration of mirror A, of mirror B. What is the acceleration of mirror A? Of mirror C? This is the acceleration of mirror A and mirror C. So this is, it is happening along x-axis. Along x-axis, I can write velocity of an image is equal to 2vm minus v0. In this both case, v0 is 0. So vi will become 2vm. Correct? 2vm. For mirror A, what will become? Velocity of an image, I can write, if I do differentiation to this, I will get acceleration of image is equal to 2 into acceleration of the mirror. Here only like can I write acceleration of, if I differentiate this with respect to t, if I differentiate this with respect to t, what will happen? Acceleration of image is equal to acceleration of mirror. This is. So acceleration of image I need to find. So for A, this equation becomes, AI is equal to 2 into AC. AI is equal to 2 into AC. For C mirror it happens. For C mirror it becomes AI dash I is equal to A dash. What is AI? Acceleration of the mirror due to the moment of acceleration of mirror C. What is AI dash? Acceleration of the image due to the, with respect to ground I am talking, both of them are with respect to ground. Acceleration of the image due to the acceleration of the block or mirror C. I can write, sorry, this is A now. A means this will become A. This will become 2AC. So what is the value? What is the value? AI will become, what is the value of maximum acceleration here? Not maximum acceleration of mirror here. 3G by 4. So 3G by 4, I will get what here? 3G by 4. I will get 2 into 3G by 4. 2 into 3G by 4. You will get 3 by 2G. You will get 3 by 2G. AI dash. AI dash, if you calculate, AI dash is the acceleration of the image due to mirror C velocity. How much it is? 2 by 3G. So this will become 4G by 3. This is 3 by 2G, this is 4G by 3. Got it done? So acceleration of the image with respect to object will be how much? So what was the question? Acceleration of image with respect to each other. So let us find acceleration of image with respect to each other means let us find acceleration of A with respect to C. Acceleration of image with respect to ground. For A is how much? 3 by 2G. For C is how much? 4G by 3. Now acceleration with respect to each other. Acceleration with respect to each other will be equal to acceleration of image plus acceleration of A dash. Because both are moving in opposite direction, so it will become plus. Got it? So this is nothing but acceleration of image with respect to each other. I dash I can write. I dash I can write acceleration of I with respect to I dash. With other one. How much it will be? 3 by 2G plus 4 by 3G. How much it will happen? It will be around into 3. This will be into 3. This will be into 2. Correct now? 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. So 8 plus 6 is 14. 14G by 6. 14G by 6 can be written as 7G by 3 is the answer. 7G by 3 is the answer. Acceleration of images with respect to each. I hope you got it. See guys, here a simple mistake I made. What is that? This is not 6, this is 9. This is into 2 if I do. This is 9 means I will get I am going to get, what is that? 9 plus 8, which will become 17g by 6 is the answer. 17g by 6. Let me write here. Or here, ये I dash is 17g by. This is the sentence. This is the right. I hope you have understood this problem. Got it?